My name is Josh. Others know me as Oscar. I am a reservationist for vacation homes going to Yosemite. Also, I make rap music, hip hop, and dance. I'm not very good at breakdancing. I've tried.
Okay, so tell me where they can find you at.
All my social media is handled under Oscar Goldman Music, or you could find me at on Twitter, 6 Finger Discount, 6 the number, finger discount.
So you have 6 fingers?
That's what they say. You know, numbers to me, they don't mean nothing, but that's what they say, you know. Check it out yourself. If you think it's fake, watch this move. Damn, we got fucking bees in my ear. But yeah, I don't know. Check this one out. It says Oscar. Oscar Goldman, that's the 6-finger pinky ring. Not many people have that. It's a very rare find. You know.
What are some of your biggest accomplishments that you've had as an artist?
Definitely just making music in general is always a big accomplishment. You know, getting out there on the road, meeting some of my best friends out there, such as Taste Nate. You know, I've gotten to interact with a lot of cool people, play some really good shows, play some shows that weren't so hot, but you know.
So yeah, I guess that leads to my next question. What has been some of the biggest challenges?
Biggest challenges? I don't know. Just haters. Haters are always a challenge, but you know, can't really pay them any mind. You just gotta keep rolling with the punches. I try not to focus too much on the challenges. Just
So, what do you focus on? Is it inspiration, or what kind of drives you to create music?
what drives me? I think just seeing my friends, you know, do their thing, and what makes me want to create is just constantly, you know, I like putting out new material, and if I don't put my thoughts out on a song, they just get bottled up and turn into rage, and I don't want to do that.
So kind of like cathartic or catharsis, like kind of expressing your emotions?
Yeah, it's just all expression, you know. Either that or I'll go skate or something like that to...
Do you think skating, being a skater, has influenced you as an artist, rapper?
Not as much as as like writing, but definitely like being a person. Yeah, 100%.
Do you see any correlation between the culture of skateboarding with hip hop? Like, do they kind of cross paths in a way, or?
Every once in a while, you'll see them cross paths. Like, I have homies that, you know, I grew up skating, and I can stay at their house anytime, no matter where they're at. And same with hip hop. You know, there's a few people that'll let me crash on their couch when I'm in their town or whatever. But for the most part, it's always different in my eyes, just because in skateboarding, when somebody's trying to do something, some sort of trick or whatever, you're always kind of rooting for them. Or even if they get sponsored or turn pro, you're kind of proud of that person. Where in the music industry, everybody wants to go last. Everybody's like kind of jealous if you're the one like getting up or whatever. People just all of a sudden get salty. So
it's kind of hip hop is a little bit, even though both could be competitive in a way, hip hop is kind of less supportive of each other, would you say? Or
oh yeah, definitely. And it's sad because like that's what I try to, you know, apply from skateboarding is like always be supportive of my friends, always be supportive of people that I think are worthy of support, you know, and just try to like uplift them even if they're assholes.
So I guess that would lead me to my next question is, you know, what are some things that you think somebody that might be getting into music are just starting off, or maybe they've been in music and not getting anywhere, what are some things they could apply that would help them improve their overall reach, or just try to connect with people more?
Just have fun with it, for one, and then make sure that just don't be an asshole, like, support. Don't leave the show when your set's up. Just, oh yeah, my set's up, I think I gotta go home and do nothing, jerk off and watch porno. And it's like, why don't you just stick around and support the other artists, or just go out to shows that maybe you're not even playing at. Just show love.
I would say, like, my experience with going on tour with you has been like a lot of people are just, you're like kind of give people joy naturally, and you also just have a very positive attitude no matter like what kind of things that you have to face, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, is that something you work on, or how is that?
Nah, I just, like, even my coworkers say shit like that, and I guess I was just raised that way. It was not something I practiced to be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna try to spread positivity. It's just like when you're like constantly getting sharded on by the world, you don't want to shard on other people. So I just do my best to uplift them and kind of.
So it's kind of like what it is to have like hardships, and what it is to feel like not respected. So in a way, you understand people more that way, because you don't want to be adding to that.
Yeah, exactly. Even though I've definitely, you can't always be a fucking good guy, happy-go-lucky dude. Yeah, I've been an asshole to people too, and I'm not perfect or anything, but for the most part, I do my best to try to just keep a positive outlook, even when, shit's not going so well.
Yeah, I feel it. And then, like you said, you're not trying to be that way. So it's kind of finding that within yourself, opposed to trying to put up like some kind of
fake facade or something.
Like positive, happy-go-lucky
personality.
No. That's not really who you are.
No, definitely not. And like, I explore a lot of, like, in my music, definitely I explore a lot of like suicidal thoughts, mental illness, and just definitely like dark sides of myself. But I think a lot of people, like, even one of my songs, Freak Show, a lot of people relate to it because they feel like outcasts.
So by exploring your dark shadow side, do you think that affects your perception by other people? Like, do they think that your songs are negative, or do you think they understand that what it is? Because I know, like, a lot of the music that I like to listen to is blues.
Mm-hmm.
So their thing is like they talk about the saddest things because they want to feel better about themselves, so they can appreciate it. But do you think that could come off like that you're trying to, like, be in pity of yourself, or you think it's not that like that at all? Like, is there something you want to, like, because I feel like it could be perceived that way.
Oh, it definitely gets perceived that way. Like, I have people come up to me all the time and say, you're not worthless, and you're not this, and that. And it's like, I write that stuff down because that's just how I was feeling at the moment. It's not like I don't always feel worthless or whatever, or like have a dark side. Like, I have moments where I feel, uplifted and definitely feel good about myself. But I do my best to concentrate on just making music and getting out how I'm feeling, whether it be happy or sad. So if people want to think that I'm fucking just trying to do it for a pity party, then that's that's what they think, you know. Oh,
They
well.
might think that, but really, you are not afraid to face those darker emotions.
No, yeah, definitely not.
So it kind of takes some kind of courage and strength to be able to do that, and not be consumed by that. So you have a spark within you.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so that was pretty good. Do you want to give any shout outs any last shout outs?
You know, huge shout out to Yellow Cake Radio. You know, they supplied me with this sweater right now, all yellow. And huge shout out to Taste Nate. He's got the tastiest food on the block. You know, shouts out to all the homies in the Bay Area, Airstat Splinter. Shout out to Fake 4 out of New Haven, Connecticut. They've helped me put out my music, which I couldn't even be more grateful for. I'm super happy. And yeah, shout out to you if you're watching this. I'm not a little snack, but I'm not a full meal. I'm not the one that you know is Mr. Cool Deal. I'm not the best at freestyling on the spot. I'm not a criminal, nor am I a cop. I'm not the type to be put into